My one life can save 10,000 of theirs. That's a good thing, isn't it? That's all there is. Farewell, big sister.
After killing 20,000 sisters in various scenarios, Accelerator would achieve level 6.
My goal is to acquire absolute power. They're living beings, not fodder for some ruthless bastard!
They're living? What's he talking about?
So many sisters, living the best that they can.
What am I even doing anymore?
Whenever someone thinks of the Index series, they most likely think about the sister arc. The arc itself is an interesting concept, and quite an entertaining watch, exploring some pretty serious themes of taking life and the clones have the right to live and whatnot. Normally, if this were any basic sci-fi show, they would use robots or something lame like that. But instead, we get the Sun Sun anime girl being used as a template, so it's automatically better. But is the sister arc lacking anything? Are the themes simply a gust in the wind blowing around without any serving purpose? Or are the clones simply waifu bait? And more importantly, why is Shutora even in it? Well, let's find out. The clones themselves come off as extremely likable, and while at first glance they all seem like they have the same personality, they have some pretty noticeable quirks about them which make them all even more fun to watch. Even when they pronounce how they feel or describe their movements, it's funny when it should be the most annoying thing ever imaginable. They just have this magic about them that makes them really they just put a smile right on your face. They're like the mascots of the Index series, yeah, you know, without that other chick being the mascot. So they serve as a pretty good template for a character to get attached to. But there's always been something off about it. Touma meets like one clone, and while I wouldn't say it was inherently bad, it always felt like it didn't do enough in general. We get like their basic, how they're aware, you know, their likes or dislikes, but again, it just felt cut short. We're shown a gory death scene, and while the initial shock is surprising, later on you kind of realize that the overall character development for them is really short. You get like half an episode with one, and that's it. Rogan kind of goes over the top with the gory death scenes, but it feels like it didn't really even need it. It only served to make Accelerator seem like he loves killing murder, kill, murder, kill, when this whole arc for him personally was all about him being eternally conflicted about the whole experiment to begin with. So giving him all these weird gory death scenes is just doesn't really do the whole his character, you know, a good service in my eyes. The sister arc really should have been a two-parter. Too much of it was compacted in a single volume, making it feel rushed and suffer as a result. We also get to see, this girl? Wait, who are you? What? Wait, hold on, why are you here? Now, Misaka can be in it, sure. She just has as much stakes in this whole entire arc, you know, mental issues, feeling responsible because she was a dumb stupid child, like many of us were. But then we have these weird intervals of events happening that could just have been cut out, and nothing would change. Did we really need Misaka to like destroy that laboratory that took like 2 episodes? She didn't really learn anything, it was just one big action set piece. Now, to be fair, it was a really cool and well-animated action set piece, but it's just that. Action. Didn't serve any narrative purpose, we just need Misaka to be cool and tough, because she lost to a man. Okay, maybe I'm reading too much into that. Okay, but when the arc itself focuses on the clones, Accelerator, Misaka, and Touma, that's when it's at its best for me personally. Not these people, whoever they are, it just feels like padding. We don't need all these perspectives of Kuroku, Shinobu, Satin, and Item, when all we really needed were the 4 characters the arc was supposed to be about in the first place. Accelerator gets some pretty cool moments. A lot of stuff we get from him is reactionary, a lot of which can lead to some speculation on how he truly feels about killing the clones. To me, this arc has Accelerator at his peak. He isn't just a basic killing fun, I love killing, blood, kill, murder, kill, blood. You can see bits of his eternal struggle and forcing himself to go along with the whole scheme. A bit of questioning whether what he's doing is right, and he's trying to justify his own actions by telling himself they're simply productions, you know, products on a product line. The theme for the sister arc is identity and worth. Are the sisters human? Are the sisters worth anything? I don't know, because the arc doesn't really explain it all that well. We're told that they're human and that they're worth something, but we're not really shown. The only 2 scenes I could think of was when the sister was interacting with Misaka, and I guess Touma too, and when she opened the window for that baby trapped in the car. But that all kind of happened in the same episode. I just think we need more. The arc is supposed to be about the sisters and how they're treated. You know, but they're mainly treated like side characters. The clone themselves, while having some scenes, don't have enough. We don't see them interacting or having fun. We just see them through Touma and Misaka's eyes. We don't get any singular episodes with them just doing their own thing. Why don't you replace those 2 episodes of Misaka fighting Mugano with the clone, I don't know, walking around the city, interacting with people, doing stuff? You know, something, you know, maybe interacting with the Index character. That'd be kind of neat. That way it might have hit home a bit more. When we see Misaka watching that clone getting exploded. We see all these gory and violent scenes of the sisters getting killed. They can get pretty effective when you watch it for the first time, given how charming and likable they are when you first see them. Especially with that leg being pulled off with the most disturbing sound effect I've heard in quite a while. It feels like we're being forced to care, because we're seeing cute anime girls with the face we recognize getting brutally murdered. They have the face of Misaka, and we know Misaka, so naturally we should care about the clones because they have Misaka's face. When in reality, they are their own characters and should have been the main focus of the story in general, next to Touma, of course, and I guess Misaka too if you're doing the railgun. I think the last thing I want to talk about is Shinobu. Her character just boggles my mind immensely. Why is she even here? She has no real stakes, except for like at the end when she feels bad about the clone's situation. So she just kind of did a flip a little bit there at the end. All we know is from her interaction with the clones is that she interacted with one and it was nice. She didn't have like a long whole life with them or anything. So what does her character really even serve? Does she inform Misaka about the clones? I mean, yeah, but it kind of already was leading to Misaka already figuring it out because she kept hearing all those rumors about her. So I bet eventually she would have went to the lab and figured it out. I just kept thinking of what purpose, because Shinobu's just a nothing character. We don't really know anything. Like, it's just so weird in an arc that's already been pre-established in the novels, where we know what'll happen. So, why even bother having this character? Is she just there? Why? So overall, the arc has its issues. I think it's mainly praised for its originality. While I don't think it's bad, it's definitely not amazing. Xera's moments easily are the highlight for me, regardless of how I felt about his development later on and how he turned out. And yes! The fight between Touma and Xera was good. It's great, way better than Index's version. I still think that fight's really good. And if Index ever gets a live-action adaptation somewhere in the distant future, the sister arc will more than likely get the treatment first. So let's just accept that and move on. Okay? Goodbye. That's all I gotta say for the sister arc.